Welcome to Good Mythical More. Thank you for joining us. We are going to submit ourselves to an experiment to see if we can read each other's minds.
But first, freeze frame.
Yep, there you go. Your whole head disappeared under that wig of yours.
That's how I disguise myself.
I met a guy who worked at a thrift store in Joshua Tree, and that's exactly what he looked like.
He was covered like this?
Yeah, he was like Thing from
And then he turned around.
Addams Family.
Like, oh, he still looks like that.
Right, I didn't know if he was ever looking at me.
This could be a thing.
He was very chill though.
This could be a thing. As I get older,
Yeah.
and start looking older and older, I could just obscure my face.
You could do that.
I have just a nose and lips.
You could do that. You could go full Thing.
Okay, here is how this is going to work. I'm going to read a sentence. It's going to have a blank in it. You're going to write down on your whiteboard the first thing that comes to mind for you for that blank. And then you're going to guess what the other guy wrote verbally, out loud.
Can we do the opposite?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna write down the prediction, and then we're just gonna say
the
what we
thing.
would think.
I might write it down
Is it
small for myself.
Is it a blank or is it finishing the sentence?
It's just a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
It's hard. It's really hard to go back and forth, but I think you can do it.
So I'm reading your mind, and you're reading my mind. So when I read your mind, you need to be thinking about what you would say, and I
Vice versa.
need to be thinking what I would say, and then we need to switch. So because if you read my mind at the wrong time, you're gonna read what I think you
But it's
thought.
going to be hard for me to think about what I would say and try to read your mind at the same time. Unless we go right brain, left brain.
Well,
So your left brain reads my right brain right brain leads your left brain.
okay, yeah,
But then
that's a
it's
good
different,
idea.
Then it's different kinds of answers.
Right, let's do it that way. Okay. But we're writing down the
Okay.
other guys.
Yeah.
All right. After a long career at Mythical, Chase became a professor of blank at Harvard.
Are you trying to be funny or you're trying to be right?
Are you trying to be funny? Or are you trying to be right?
These are all hypothetical situations.
Well, I have my answer, but I'm having trouble getting your answer. What are you chewing? Some trail mix?
Raisin.
You still have them brazen?
I just found one.
Where?
It's in the teeth.
Ooh. Found a raisin in his
Didn't
tooth.
happen to you.
I-
It was in a gap. It was hiding in a gap.
A gap or a cap?
I don't know. You're gonna say
Professor of what at Harvard? You're gonna say, I know what I'm gonna say.
Nope. I'm gonna go with the thing I felt like you thought.
Right, go with your gut. And I'm going to go with this. Okay. Tell me what you think. Or no, I should say what I would. No, why don't you say what you would say? You go first. After a long career at Mythical, Chase became a professor of what would you say at Harvard?
Philosophy.
I was close. I said geology.
Yeah, it ends with a Y.
G. It ends in a GY.
Yep.
Philosophy.
Yep. Y.
It ends in a Y. But it was a legitimate field of study.
Oh. Is that a hint that you did not say that?
Oh no. Well,
What did you say?
Yeah, well, I would say it was a professor of sissies. I don't know why. Sissies.
Instead of like brothers,
What?
like sissies.
No, just weak-minded, scared people.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well, that would have been
Yeah.
very difficult to anticipate.
That was the first thing that came to my
I
mind.
said robotics, otherwise known as sissies.
Well, I was a little closer that time, so
Okay.
let's try again.
What if we change this up a little bit?
Yeah.
What if
we didn't like that?
What if we both just,
He didn't like it. I'm
What if we
reading his
both just try to guess the same thing?
Yeah.
Let's try to mind meld.
Yeah, we're gonna mind
It'll be
meld
easier
this
for
round.
everyone.
Stevie,
Well,
you cool with that?
unfortunately, the next one is the color of Stevie's aura is blank.
Okay. Come on, Rhett.
Okay.
This is not the first thing I thought. Should I write down the first thing I thought or the thing that I think that you wrote? We need to meld. Okay. Oh, you've already written it down?
Huh?
Because the first thing I thought was pink. But I was like, that can't be right.
Okay.
She's a lesbian.
I didn't think pink at any point.
Right.
So
You said, and I said, we both said black.
purple.
Those are close.
Okay. How are we playing this?
Are you trying to be funny?
What?
Black's not a color of
What is an aura? An
you-
aura is just like, oh, when I look at you, it's like the color I see around you.
Yeah.
So you first thought pink, but then you thought black.
Well, yeah, I was kind of like ruling things out.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, what color is it, do you think?
I have no idea. I don't know about auras. I was scared to say the word aura out loud because I didn't know how I was going to pronounce it.
Aura or aura?
Yeah.
I think auras are, I thought they were all white, actually, now that I think about it.
No, dude.
It's like an X-ray picture.
Don't you remember?
When you take a picture of somebody's aura?
No. Do you remember that little hut after the streamies that you could go in?
I didn't do that.
It's all different colors.
Okay.
Now, I got mine taken and there were like multiple colors and then the woman began to explain to me what it meant. And I was like, oh, interesting. While I was thinking, yeah, BS. But,
Yes.
but I was nice.
Yes.
I was nice at the time.
Mind
If
meld.
it was legal, I would want a pet blank.
No, who's I? Me? Me?
Us.
Us.
We get a pet together.
If it was legal.
If it was legal.
legal.
Illegal. So this is an illegal.
If it was legal, I would want a pet. Hold on. Lots of things are legal, but in California, maybe not as many.
Nope. You thinking of it? Does it start with an S?
No, don't.
Does it start with a T?
Don't say what does it start with. Read my mind, and I'll read yours. You think of something too, and we get on the same wavelength. Think of it. Think of something really hard, and I'll think of something really hard.
Something hard to guess? Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Three, two, one. Serval.
Penguin.
Servals are great. Have you seen these on TikTok?
Yeah, because it's legal.
I don't think it's legal.
Yes, it is.
Is serval legal in California? Let's find out. Tell me why you were drawn to penguin.
Because
Not
it's
seen it
illegal.
on TikTok.
That's all?
If you came over to my house and I had a penguin come out with a tux on,
Well,
you would immediately
Right.
make phone calls.
Right, but penguins, their suit is a tux. They don't have to wear a tux.
Yeah. That's kind of what
That's
I
a
mean.
bit overkill.
No, just think about it. I'd be like, hey,
I mean, maybe a bow tie, but you shouldn't make your penguin wear a tux. Good
okay,
God.
servals are not legal in California.
we
But,
go.
I mean, that's
course they're
California.
not.
There's lots of laws. But,
Are they legal in North Carolina?
but a serval is like a crazy cat. A penguin is literally a flightless bird that would waddle into my living room.
It would be amusing, but if we got a serval can be like really loving and cuddly and
You don't know how
illegal in
loving
North
a penguin
Carolina.
can be. A penguin will sit right next to you on a couch and watch something.
I think
They
they
are
stink really
legal
bad.
in North Carolina.
Yeah,
You
they're
can have
legal.
one. Yeah.
A serval is illegal in Alabama, Michigan, Nevada. It's legal. South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee,
Bless you.
Washington, and Wisconsin. Those are the only states where it's legal.
If I told you I had two friends
Several states.
Stevie, this is like a hypothetical for
Several
you.
states.
Great.
I've got two friends. Everything about them is the same, except one has a serval for a pet and one has a penguin for a pet, and they both have a party on Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right across the street from
That's
you.
a good, yeah. I mean, obviously.
where you going?
Yeah, you got to
You're
go
going
with
to the
penguin.
penguin
Yeah,
party.
Yeah.
I'm not. They stink. They don't cuddle.
You don't know if they stink.
I've been to the exhibit.
They stink when they're in a habitat of a bunch of other penguins. When they're in Richard's living room, they're great.
Richard.
Richard's the guy who owns the penguin in this hypothetical situation.
Oh, I thought you were the guy.
I am, but I was in the hypothetical that was an add-on to the thing. Penguin.
Because, see, you don't actually want to own a penguin. You want Richard. You want to go to a party with a penguin. That's different.
Listen, I see those servals are mean, man. A penguin's not gonna.
Servals aren't mean.
A penguin isn't gonna bite your child's face off at night.
They're not mean in those states. They're nice in those states.
The name of the man in Rhett's hypothetical story is blank.
Okay, all right.
3, 2, 1.
Dick.
Richard, man.
No, it's.
I should have said Dick.
You should have
was-
because.
You're the jerk master.
You
got it
I
back.
got it back.
You got it back.
I got it back.
You got it back.
Crowd is mine.
The Dick brought it back. Okay.
If I had unlimited money, I would want a room in my house just for blank.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Penguins.
Naughty time. Come on, Red.
Oh,
I should have.
it's a whole habitat at this point.
How many
Yeah,
penguins?
it's very cold in there. There's water.
To be fair, Rhett, that is what you call your penguin room, the naughty time.
I see advertisements for like furniture. Like there's all types of furniture.
Yeah. Sex dungeons.
You can put in a naughty time room.
Yeah, we've been Jesse and I've been talking about what we might do after the last child moves out with one of their bedrooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sex,
Bounce house.
Sex dungeon. It's like, Mom, I'm coming home for the holidays. Well, you're not staying in your room
Wow. I mean,
unless
you
you
can't.
want
but
to feel very uncomfortable.
You probably don't want to.
Unless you want to sleep on a swing.
It's full of penguins, son.
if you want to sleep with the penguins.
Yeah, because you got the penguins, man.
Yeah.
Which party are you coming to, Stevie?
Well, I was debating whether or not to say this, but
Say it.
you know how sometimes I there's videos that are surprises for you, and they often come in the form of LTAT.
Okay.
And this links to what you're saying because I did text Jessie last week to ask her if she would design a sex room with me, and she said no. So I'm sorry, Rhett. You
So
will
now I can
not
just
be
imagine
getting a
that.
sex
Wait,
room
hold on.
at any point.
Hold on, what? For LTAT?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
'Cause I'm the one who wants
There's other surprises on the way.
He wants penguins.
Well, I mean,
Call Christy.
it doesn't have to be LTAT to do it. I mean, I said we got plans for it.
I say it.
I said we got
Sounds like you've been vetoed.
I could reach out and see if she wanted to design a penguin room. I think she would say yes to that one.
Yeah.
But she
if
did
it was legal.
not want to design a sex room.
So
We have to go bail Trevor out of jail. He was arrested for blank.
Oh. What is that thing?
what do you mean? What is that thing? You have to mind meld.
I know.
You reading my answer? Come on, Rat.
I can't.
Trevor,
I know. I can't remember what it's called.
you don't have to come up with a proper. I don't know the proper name for it either.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Penguins.
Doing the gritty?
Oh,
What is the thing?
oh. I thought you were going with penguin stuff.
Oh, sorry. I moved
You
on
been-
from penguins. I'm sorry.
Well, really?
I thought I
I
penguined.
finally get on the penguin train and you've moved on.
I thought I fully penguined in that last round.
Bail Trevor out for penguin stuff, man. It's hilarious.
I should have done it.
He was over at Richard's house at that party.
I should have stuck with penguins.
Had a little too much.
And you can get different kinds of penguins too.
Emperor.
I'd get the little ones because it makes the room seem bigger.
Stevie,
Yeah.
how do you pronounce this word? Because I think we're doing it wrong.
Penguin.
No. What did you say?
What do you want? You want me to say penguin?
You said penguin.
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 It's like pin and pen
Penguin.
in a way.
Penguin.
Penguin.
Where we're from, we say penguin.
Penguin.
P-I-N-G.
Yeah, we say
Penguin.
G-U-W-E-N. Penguin, and see what she's up to.
Yeah, that's what we say. We say Gwen.
Yeah.
And you say
Penguin.
Penguin. Yeah.
Penguin.
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 Penguin's a different thing.
Pon.
I really think you're gonna get this last one.
Yeah, we will.
Like I feel
We've been
that
messing
you
around
will
this
get
whole
it.
time. Now we're really going to try.
I recently finished reading Eat, Pray, Love, and it inspired me to go on my own journey. Blank, blank, blank.
Eat, pray, love. Blank, blank, blank.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Are you back? Are you back on the train?
Yes. I'm back in a big way.
A big way?
No, I'm just back.
Eat, pray, love.
I'm just back. Ready?
I think I got you.
Okay. Penguin.
Sleep, wake, penguin. I didn't think you were going
I said I was back in a big way.
in a big way. Yeah, I almost did that, but
I'm all the way back on the train.
penguin.
Penguin. That's all I think about now.
So, but you want to.
I'm doing 2 rooms, one for each of the boys' rooms. They're both penguin rooms. And I'm building a shed for another one.
Okay, all right. Are we done? Because I feel totally defeated. Pre-order the Mythical Cookbook at mythical.com/cookbook. It features fan favorite dishes from GMM and Mythical Kitchen and tons of completely new original recipes.